You watching Gumbo live with LC Green, and I'm here with my co-worker and my friend and the king of gospel, Mr. David Woodley. Mr. David Woodley, thank you for being on Gumbo live.
Bless you, boy.
It took me a long time to get you, man.
It did.
Let's do this. Let's tell our audience a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in the business and all that.
Actually, I've been in radio for 34 years now.
Okay.
34 years. And I started when I was in high school.
Okay. Now, you're from where, Mr. Woodley?
I was born here in Eufaula.
Okay.
But I went to live in Abbeville.
Okay.
Henry County, and when I was, I think, about 8 or 9.
Okay, so you're from this area?
Right. I'm from Eufaula.
We consider Abbeville part of us.
Right.
Here in Eufaula. And you enjoy what you do.
I do. I love it.
Have you ever done anything else besides gospel on the radio?
Well, I did a little nursing thing for about 5 years. I was orderly in Abbeville at the hospital when they had the hospital.
Yeah, but when I'm talking about, let's talk about radio. I'm talking about radio.
Oh yeah, okay.
You play gospel now. You know.
Oh yes, I did other things. I started off playing rhythm and blues.
Okay.
Then I did some rap.
Is that right?
Yeah, I did rap. I did it all. I did country music also. I programmed a country station.
Okay. Now, were you the on-air personality for the country station, or you were just a program director?
No, I was on air.
Oh, okay.
On air and program director.
Okay, all right. So you
versatile.
You're versatile. Yeah. You've done it all when it comes to on air. On air. Now listen, we can't get around talking about our local station. First of all, I enjoy being up there with you.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
So we can't get around it. Number one, there's a lot of rumors out there, and I believe we're going straight to the horse's mouth.
Okay.
All right. Is the station in operation now?
No, it's not in operation.
Station is closed.
Station is closed.
Okay. All right. Now we not getting into why it's closed and all that kind of stuff. But what we're gonna do is say to our viewing audience that Eufaula needs a radio station.
It does.
And the only way a radio station can survive in Eufaula or anywhere else is the people got to support it.
That's right.
And the local community got to support a radio station. Eufaula needs a radio station. It doesn't make any difference who the management is, who the owner is. If the local community don't support the radio station, it won't work.
That's right. It won't.
That's why they call it local radio. Now, I'm gonna say this, Mr. Woodley, and you may want to say something different, but I'm gonna say this to our listening audience: you can believe whatever you want to believe. There's enough rumors out there to cover anybody.
Yes, it is.
So whatever you want to believe about why the station is closed or why it's not in operation, you can believe it. All right? The only thing we're going to say is that it's closed.
Right.
That's all. So what's next for the King of Gospel?
Well, I've always been a promoter, and I'm just I got a big concert coming up in December at Northview High School in Dothan.
Okay.
And I'm working on that, concentrating on that right now.
Okay.
And I'm really not worried about the radio part of it because the Bible says your gift will make room.
That's right. You'll do something.
When I came to Eufaula, I had actually retired from radio.
Okay.
But somehow or another, the Lord got in the mix, and I ended up there, here at the radio station. And so I just believe, as long as I've been in it, and many people that know me and know that I'm for real about what I do, somebody will, pick me up.
I'm gonna break some news to you and to our viewing audience. As simple as Black and White and Gumbo Live we're getting ready to do internet radio. We're getting ready to do all kinds of stuff. We're getting ready to operate right out of here. So we're going to be on the air, and quite naturally, we're going to be on YouTube. We're going to be on Periscope. We're going to be heard around the world. And I always say this: whatever door is open for me, you can walk through them too. So you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Continue with us. We gave. I still get good feedback from Gumbo Live. And when Stephen and I started, we birthed something black and white right there at the station. And we've been getting good feedback, from it. And so now what we're doing, we're in the process as we speak right now, setting up different things so that we can continue doing what it is that we do. Right? So you're welcome. You're welcome to come with us. The Bible says that the Bible tells us that when one door closed, another one is open.
That's right.
And we know that because we went back and forth. Now, at one time, let's go back to this station. Let's go back to this station one more time. At one time, I remember right before the last owner got there. I remember Mr. Cassidy, Ron Cassidy, saying him and Mark Jernigan was going to buy that station. They said they knew somebody who came across some money.
Right.
And that they were going to buy that station and they was going to run that station. Is there anything to that you know of?
Well, I haven't heard anything about them buying the station.
Okay.
I really haven't.
Okay.
I don't know where that came about.
Well, he said that himself, so he personally told me that with great joy and a big smile on his face. He told me. Again, that's before the current owner came, and then after the current owner came, you and I both know how they was under attack. But we're not going to do that. I just want to say this to all of our listeners. If you are a Bible reader, if you are a Christian, if you believe in God at all, then you don't rejoice on the downfall of others.
That's right.
You don't rejoice. You don't rejoice on the downfall of others, and you definitely don't be part of somebody else not being successful.
That's right.
They tell me this young man was, tell me this young man kept putting on about karma. Kept putting on about karma. And if you believe in karma, then you wouldn't take part in running somebody else down.
That's right.
Follow what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to say about that. But again, we're going to move on. What is the biggest challenge for so far as getting support? Because I believe somebody's going to walk in and that station's going to be back up.
I believe that too.
But what is the biggest? If somebody was interested in buying that station and they came to you, say based on your experience, what is the biggest challenge we have in this city getting people to support the station?
Well, my thing is about people around here is if it's not containing to them, if it's not beneficial to them, they're not too much going to get involved and stuff. That's like, helping people. We don't help people. Some people, I put it like this, some churches will help people, but it's not enough. If we can't get anything out of it or whatever, we distance ourselves from it. That's not right, because we are here on this earth to be a blessing to somebody else, because you can't take nothing with you or whatever. And in order for God to continue to bless you, you got to bless somebody else. I truly believe that. And people around here are not like that. They won't help out.
The other part is simple as black and white just walked in. My co-partner, Steve, how you doing, my friend? I know you know Mr. Woodley, but Mr. Woodley, if somebody came up to you right now and they say, based on what you just said and based on the climate of this area, and they say, I want your advice. I want you to tell me yeah or nay of buying this station. What would you tell them?
I tell them to buy it, because it can be done. It can be done. It can be done. So we got to, as a community, as a group of people, we have to support. You know, if they should be proud to have a radio station here. So many times don't even have a radio station.
Right.
So they should, you know, they should rally behind it.
Now, I need you to tell me if you agree with this statement or not. You can comment on this statement. If somebody would ask me why the station didn't succeed, I would tell them, for the best of my knowledge, because of lack of support, number one, and because of outside attacks, people that wanted to operate illegal.
Exactly.
That's what I would say to somebody if they ask me why the station didn't succeed. Best that I knew. I thought management, it was in good hands management-wise. I thought, just looking at it from the outside, you know, I'd go there and do my program and I'd leave, and me and Stephen would walk there on Saturday, and a lot of times everybody there was me and him. So a lot of the workings of the place, we did not know. So I'm basing my answer strictly on what I have observed. I knew it was under attack from outside. I knew that. I knew that, and just from talking to management, I was under the impression that the support was not there like it should be.
Right. It wasn't. It really wasn't. And then people here in this area, if you're different, I'll put that word out there, different from what they are, and they don't know you, or you weren't raised up around here or whatever, they have a tendency to, what do you call it, blackball you, or whatever, you know. And I think this is what's happening with this organization.
You know, for a moment, and I'm gonna say this because you can witness that I can't talk to you, because for a moment there, I bought into that attack. But after talking to you and realizing this is what I had to realize, as you use that word. I've been different all my life.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's always somebody to remind you that you are different. And I said to myself, the same people that's attacking management because she's different would be the same folks that attack me because I'm different.
That's right.
So I didn't buy into that. So that's why I stayed with the station. That's why I came back. And I thank you for the advice you gave. You know, you made me check my relationship with God. You know, and you're right. You're right. But I try to tell people different is just different.
That's right.
That's all. It's not less than, not better than. It's just different. It's just different. So, but anyway, the radio station shall live again.
Oh yeah, I'm believing God that it's going to live in, and it's going to do it soon. If the opportunity would come with new management, would you continue to be on there? Sure I would. Sure I would.
The thing that I say, and I said it again, I said it before and I said it again, that this area needs.
They do.
We need a radio station when we follow. I think that's all part of the growth, and I think those who are really concerned about the growth, we're always talking about the growth, we're always talking about the growth of you follow. I think that that's part of the growth.
Right.
Now we just went through a local election, and you were very solid on that time. Any particular reason?
Well, in stuff like that, I've learned over the years to be silent. Simply because there are so many people that watches and what do you call it? Critique your what you're doing or who you, and so I learned to be silent because it confuses a lot of people that are watching you.
Okay, now I'm glad that you opened that door because you're going where I want us to go. I learned a long time ago. I've not been in as long as you, but I've been in radio and TV for a long time. And I realized the influence you had I realized the influence you have on TV and in the radio business. And when you say something behind that mic, people.
Right.
And that's one reason why. That's one reason why when you do political ads, you got to say it's paid for by.
Right.
So people won't say that that's your opinion.
It was a time back a couple of years ago. I cut a commercial for a judge, and simply because my voice was on there or whatever, when the judge heard it, he said that that wasn't right because people connected me with that person, or whatever, because I cut the commercial. He tried to get me fired from the radio station behind it.
Because you cut the commercial.
Right, but the owner told him say he couldn't do that because I just cut the commercial, but he said I had all kind of influence over people and everything, and they would vote for that person simply because I said those things that I said in that commercial.
Right. But now FCC, and a lot of folks don't understand this, and I think that since I'm talking to a radio person, that we need to explain a few things to the person. A person who works for the station has different rules and regulations according to FCC than somebody who just buy time.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
I can buy time, and the FCC allow me to tell everybody to go to hell. But by the time, when you working for the station, you can't do that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And one of the things that happened here recently is that they tied me and you together. Everything that I would say, and Stephen has the same thing because Stephen has been stopped and been called, what you and LC doing? You know? And then I had a lady call and said, we're gonna sue the station. We're gonna sue the station. You can't sue the station. You understand what I'm saying? Because what was said on my program, which I paid for. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you didn't like it, both of my programs are call-in programs. So if you don't like what's being said, call in and say you didn't like it.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So FCC, for those of you who don't know, allows paying customers to do stuff that the people in the station, and a wide station would sell ads and sell time to any and everybody. You see, and somebody gonna hit their view. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, but the station, and that's why I never could understand why we had so much hard time selling commercials here in this town. Because I think everybody knows the power of the radio. I mean, that's why people spend big money on commercials, because they know what people hear and see has an effect on them. That's just like preaching, man. You have an effect on people when you stand there Sunday after Sunday and say something, you know? Because most people won't research for themselves. You know, most people rather turn on the radio, you know, just like you got on one day and you told us this is the best gospel singer around. You know, and then folks took you at your word.
That's my belief.
They said, man, David was right. How you know? You ain't never heard the group. And plus, they have not heard as many gospel groups as you heard. So you can't base. I can't argue with you. Say no, they're not the best group around. You see what I'm saying? But no, most people took your word for it. They stopped me, man. You talking about? No, David right. Well, when the last time you listened to some gospel music? You know, you listen to David
online and looked that group up and heard them online or whatever, and then they came back and told me, so you right.
Yeah, but they went online based on the fact that you said.
Right.
I'm just trying to show the influence that you have. You got people going to look up stuff who never would have looked up nothing.
That's right.
You follow what I'm saying? You watching Gumbo Live with LC Green. And I'm here talking to Mr. David Woodley. Mr. David Woodley is a long time experience radio. Now, we used to call them DJs. We call them radio DJs no more. We call them radio announcers and some of the other things they call you.
Gospel angels.
Yeah, and you're the king of gospel.
Right.
You know, and gospel promoter and,
Yeah.
and all that. You got many, a lot of folks. But I like that old time stuff. You know, I like that old time music and quartet singing. There's nothing better than quartet singing. And I hope that it won't be long before you're back on there.
I hope so. I'm praying that.
Yeah.
I'm praying that it's going to come to pass.
Yeah, and I want people to go. I want people to go to gumbolive.org, and I want you to register. Is that the right word, Steve? We want them to register for my gumbolive.org. Subscribe to it's free. It's free because we're getting ready to do some things. And Mr. David Woodley going to be part of some of the things we're doing. One of the things we're doing, and we getting ready to talk to some people over the weekend. We're getting ready to do internet radio. Is that correct? Internet radio, and quite naturally we got YouTube, and we got Periscope, and we got Facebook Live. So we got all kind of ways that we're going to reach people. And once we get all this packet together, we're going to run it in the paper, and we're going to send it out all over the United States to let people know how to find us. And one of these things we're going to do, that's why we want them to subscribe, because when we come on, they'll get a notification that we're on. Okay. And then they can follow us, and we want you to be part of that. We want you to be part of that. And this is not competing against nobody. You know, I always believe in choice. Somebody else doing it, that's fine. We're gonna do our thing, and folks just find out what thing they like the best.
Right.
You know, we got some small-minded folks in this town.
We do.
Small-minded folks.
We do.
They would rather try to destroy somebody than to let folks have choice. But that's the American way.
And another thing, Dr. Green.
Sure. Yeah.
So many people are going to be affected by this radio station closing, especially the elderly people, people that can't get out, the people in the hospital, nursing home. Because people at the nursing home here, they look forward.
That's right.
That's their joy.
That's right. That's right.
To hear gospel.
You're 100% correct. You're 100% correct.
There's not going to be any joy no more.
And I was so happy when you moved from Monday to Friday. You did Sunday to 12, and then you went in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. Because you're right now, and I'll say this, I'm glad you said that, because I'm going to say shame on anybody who's patting themselves on the back because they had something to do with this place not being a success.
That's right.
Shame on you.
That's right.
You go down, get off your high horse, and go to the nursing home and walk through the halls of the nursing home and tell them folks in the nursing home that you bragging that they can't hear their gospel anymore. Go to the elderly house and shed in places you don't go. You don't go to the projects or you don't go to the hood where these folks the elderly folks can't go nowhere.
Right.
And the only joy they had, I remember I gave people radios. I remember I gave them radios just to make sure that they could listen to. You know, they go nowhere else. They go nowhere else.
I had a woman to stop me at Walmart one day, and she was with her daughter. And her daughter she said, Mama, she said, there go Mr. Woodley. And she looked at me, and she said, that ain't him, baby. He a big man. So she got that after I convinced her that I was there, she said, baby, her daughter told me, she said, baby, she said, my mama she said, you come on at 5 o'clock. She said, my mama waking me up every Sunday at 4:30 to turn the radio on. So that she said she just wanted to be warming up when you get away.
Shame on somebody.
That's right.
Shame on anybody who's bragging that they took that job.
That's right.
And I'm like you. I could be at Walmart. It's like, hey, Mr. Gumbo. Or most of the folks, you know what they say? They say, go to church. You know. And so you're right. It affects a lot of folks.